Ladies and gentlemen, Federal Co-Chair of the Appalachian Regional Commission, Gayle Manchin.
Thank you. It is great to be there with you today, even though it's only virtually. I want to thank Concordia for inviting me to come in today, and also to Colby Hall, one of the great ARC partners at SOAR. I am so proud to represent the Appalachian Regional Commission as the federal co-chair. You know, ARC is based on the premise that cooperation between federal, state, and local governments is how we get the job done. And it's interesting that when ARC was formed in 1965, collaboration and partnerships were not big words that were used across the working field. And yet, that was the way it was set up. That is the reason I'm called a federal co-chair, is because the 13 states make up the commission, the commissioners, and each year they elect one governor to serve as their representative, and he or she becomes the state co-chair. So we're not one above the other, we're equal. We work together to support projects that come out of our local communities, people living in the community that know what their challenges are and know how to find the solution and come up with a proposal. They bring in their business leaders and their nonprofit leaders and their community leaders and their faith leaders, and they put the proposal together, which they then take to the state, and the state matches the grant, and then it's brought to the ARC. And that has worked beautifully. You know, and when it was signed, and when the ARC was signed into law in 1965 by President Johnson, because President Kennedy, who actually formatted this idea after he visited the state of West Virginia during his campaign, but due to his assassination, he was not able to bring it into law. But he said no state can grow that does not have a road system. And so the core mission of the ARC was to build that highway through the mountains that would allow people to connect, not only within their state, but across state lines. And so today we face another highway dilemma across the Appalachian region, and that is the broadband highway. And our region stretches from southern New York to Mississippi. And the counties, West Virginia is the only state totally within the ARC. The rest of the states are those counties that border the Appalachian Mountains. And what we found, just as we found back when there was no highway system, is that when you do not have the broadband system, then people cannot connect. Students were sent home to go to school virtually during the COVID pandemic. Parents were sent home to work, and they couldn't because there was no internet. The future of parity, if we are going to have parity and equality through the Appalachian region, and that is what we strive for, then we have to be connected. We have to be able to, for our students and our adults, for our healthcare systems, to be able to reach out through telehealth to serve the people of this region. And so we know that as technology moves forward, we talk about being globally competitive, and the Appalachian region wants to be able to compete globally. We want to know when we invite people to come to our state, whether it's to vacation or to settle their home and raise their family, that they know that they will be able to connect to the world through their computers and through their cell phones. And so I look at this wonderful panel that we have getting ready to talk today, and a lot of their talk will be about technology and innovation and entrepreneurship. And that's such an important topic. But understand that until broadband connects every community to the middle mile and to the last mile, to the last family at the end of that holler, then we have truly not given parity to the people of the Appalachian region. So I welcome our panel today. I look forward to the work that you do and the discussion that you have.